Hey everybody, welcome back to Royal Tarot Readings. This is my fun channel that I do for tarot readings on the royal family. All information presented in this video is for fun and entertainment purposes only. It's fun. It's tarot. I'm just a gal with cards. Alright, so today what we're going to do is I'm going to do an ankh spread on the relationship between Prince Harry and His Majesty King Charles. We don't know where Harry is. We saw that he's been gone for over a month. We did have a little sighting of him allegedly with up in the NATO conference. It was by video that could have been recorded. We don't know if it was live or not, so I'm not going to count that as a sighting because we don't know where he is. So this is all going to boil down to his relationship with his father, because is he going to go back to the UK? Is he going to return as a working royal? I don't believe so, but we're going to see what the cards tell us. In the past, when I have asked about that, it's always come up, no, he's not going to return as a working royal. So I just want to see if the energy has changed on that. So what I'd like to do is an ankh spread. If you haven't seen me do the ankh spread before, I'll explain it as I go along. But it's an interesting spread, and it should give us some interesting information. All right, for this one, I'm going to use the Gold Foil Tarot. It is a beautiful deck. It's the black and gold. It's based on the traditional A.E. Waite Rider Tarot, but it's in black and gold, which I really love. All right, it's a little cold here today. Winter is making its presence felt early, so I have my sweater on. I found this sweater years ago. I love it with the thumb holes. It's just so pretty. I really love it. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can find out about Prince Harry and His Majesty King Charles, their relationship together. All right, so the ankh spread looks at the triggering factors in the relationship or any situation. There are always two. So what were those triggering factors in the development of this relationship between Harry and his father? Ooh, justice. Okay, keeping things fair. How interesting. All right. So what are the two triggering factors? What was the past event that put us where we are today in their relationship, or put them where they are today in their relationship? What's the past event, the most significant one? Four of Cups in reverse. Upright, that's about apathy, not being interested. And in reverse, it can be about suddenly being interested again, or it can also be about not willing to risk your heart again. Okay? And so what was the past event? What's the current event? Oh, okay, Eight of Wands, that one flipped over. This is fast-moving energy. Something happened very fast. So what's the current event that has the relationship where it is right now? What was the most current event, the most current important event? What's the true meaning of their relationship? So how do they really feel about each other? What's the true meaning of their relationship right now? What is the next logical step in their relationship? What is the inevitable outcome of their relationship, or the inevitable conclusion, not the outcome, the inevitable conclusion of their relationship? What is the surprise along the way? I always love that card. That's my favorite card in this spread. What's the surprise along the way? And what's going to be the outcome? What's going to be the overall outcome of their relationship? Whoops. Oh, wow. That was interesting. Six of Cups, this is about the past. And this one really flipped. What was this one? Oh, the Hanged Man in reverse. So that's about freeing yourself from the situation that you were in. So upright is about being stuck. And in reverse, you have now figured out how to cut yourself down from that stuck position. Okay, and then we have a five of Swords in reverse. This is about fighting. And it is about losing the battle, losing the war in your fight, being completely exhausted by all the fighting. All right, I think we're just about done here. Yep, yeah, these cards are ready. Oh, okay, that one wanted to come out. Queen of Swords in reverse. Ooh. This is about a woman who's being very almost clinically cold about a situation. Viciousness can come into play with that Queen of Swords in reverse as well. There may be a woman involved in all this. Don't think that one represented Meghan, but could be Anne. All right, so let's see. Ready to cut here. Okay. So the way the Ankh spread works is we have a triggering factor, 1 and 2. There are always 2. And then what was the past event that put this whole situation into motion? And what's the most current event? What's the true meaning of the situation? What's the next step? What is the inevitable conclusion? I drew a blank there for a second. What is the surprise along the way? And then what is the outcome going to be? I'll move these up just a little bit. There we go. Underlying energy is 8 of Cups in reverse. Ooh, wanting to walk away, but you can't. Oh, goodness. Page of Wands in reverse, bad news. The Star in reverse. Loss of hope, loss of healing, loss of faith. This can also be Diana as well. I just was thinking when I was doing this reading, I wonder if she's going to show up again. And she has. Okay. Got goosebumps. Okay. So we have someone who wants to walk away but can't. Going to get some bad news. And this is either about loss of hope, loss of healing, no way to heal. No way forward, or it can also represent Diana. All right, let's see what we got here. What was the first triggering factor in their relationship? 4 of Wands in reverse. This is the disruption of the home life. So this was the divorce. The disruption of the home that Harry grew up in. So upright, the 4 of Wands is about a happy, secure home, about it can be about weddings, celebrations, any happy event that occurs. And in reverse, this is an unhappy event that has occurred. And in this situation, this was the split up of Charles and Diana. So that was the first triggering factor in their relationship. Was the second triggering factor? 10 of Swords. Wow. Ooh, major goosebumps. Complete and total ruin and betrayal. So, the energy I'm getting from this is Harry feels completely betrayed by his father. You split up our home. My home was so unhappy. In Harry's mind, I'm getting Harry's energy quite a bit from this reading. So the split up of the home, the divorce, and then he felt he was totally betrayed. I think by both of his parents. He feels like he was betrayed by both of them in this situation. All right? Because, okay, if we put our underlying energy in, there was no way to walk away from the situation that was there. When the split up happened, it was such bad news, and for him, it was there was no way of recovering the home. There was no way that his parents were going to reconcile, and he was very attached to his mother, which we know. And for here, the complete betrayal of the home. He couldn't walk away from the terrible situation that was occurring. It was such bad news, and it made his mother very unhappy. But it also was, he had no hope, no feeling of how do I get out of this. So not only did he have the divorce that happened then at an early age, then at the age of 12, of course, his mother passed away. So you had 2 huge triggering factors for him. All right. What was the past event that occurred in the development of their relationship that was very important? Oh my God, the Devil. Oh, well, we're getting this is very recent. It could be 2 things. So the Devil represents addiction. It represents dark energy, narcissism. It represents wanting to hurt people. And it's funny, it can also represent cancer. So the past event that really put this into motion, where we are right now, I want to say this was Charles's cancer, but I think this has a dual purpose. There were really 2 past events that have us where we are right now. And one was Harry's addiction. It was his addiction to drugs and alcohol. It could also be Charles's cancer. It could be meeting Meghan too. She sometimes is represented by the Devil, but I'm really getting the idea of addiction here. When Harry got addicted to the various substances that control him, allegedly, well, not even allegedly, he's admitted it. That was the really first triggering factor in their relationship. And it was, he couldn't walk away from it. I think he might have tried to, or Diana may have tried to help him, because she recognized it in an early age. And it was such bad news. It was, for Diana, it was very bad news. She was very worried about Harry, and so was Charles. All right, so what was the next triggering, the most current event that occurred in this relationship that has put it all into motion? Judgment. Wow. I believe that this is being judged by the public. So we know that Harry, when he was with the royal family, still a working royal, they covered for him a lot. Anything that happened that he may have done that was negative, they always covered it up. And the public wasn't aware of it. Or if they were, they thought, oh, well, he's just, he's the young son, and he's our little wild child, and it's all okay. Because it never felt like he was doing anything malicious. And when he started having things happen, when he left the royal family and things began to happen, we saw signs of how he was. Suddenly the public was aware of it, and even though they tried to make excuses for him, it was in everybody's face. I think this is the Oprah Winfrey interview. This is where what we saw him talk in public for the first time about his family in such a negative way. And people couldn't believe what they saw. He talked about the betrayal of his family, the betrayal of his father. And that was the event that put this all into motion. Wow. And then the breakup of the home here. This is where the addiction started, is when the home started to break up. This may be when he started to get addicted to all the various substances that he was addicted to, and Diana saw it. You know what? I need to do the devil swear jar. Hang on one second. All right. We will get $1 for the devil swear jar. There we go. $1 for the devil swear jar. Oh my goodness. All right. See if I can reach this here. Okay. There we go. Getting a full devil swear jar, that's for sure. All right. So now we are up to the true meaning of their relationship. What's the true meaning? How do they really feel about each other? 6 of Pentacles. So this is a idea of charity, giving and receiving. Quid pro quo, you help me, I'll help you. This seems to be the crux of their relationship. It's all about what they can do for each other. I didn't get any cups. Nothing about love. This is all about what can you do for me? What can I do for you? This is a very, almost a bartering relationship. It's always about what can you give me? What can I give you? Wow, how interesting. And they can't walk away from this dynamic. What an interesting card. And it's always bad news. The bad news is always, why does it have to be this type of relationship? And it all comes down to Diana. It could also be now this loss of hope and healing. There's no hope for healing the relationship because it's all about bartering. The true meaning, especially from Harry's point of view, is how can you help me? And I'll help you too, but how can you help me? Is what I'm really hearing. Wow. Well, that's interesting. All right. And what is the next step? What is the next step along the way for these two? The 10 of Pentacles. It's all about family. 10 of Pentacles in these royal readings is about the line of succession. This is, oh, wow. Okay, it's about the line of succession. It is about generational wealth. It is about the family continuing on. And since it's upright, the next step is what is Harry's place in the line of succession? What's going to happen? What's going to happen to his place in the line of succession? That is what is really up for discussion here. This isn't about I'm so unhappy. I want to come back. I miss you guys. I mean, it could be about family too, but it's more about where Harry's position is. He doesn't want to lose it. He doesn't want to lose his place in the line of succession. This is very important to him. And there's no way to walk away from this battle over his place in the line of succession. But it's going to be bad news for him because there's no hope of healing the relationship. There is no hope of healing it. There's no hope. There's no faith. There's no idea of we can move forward. Wow. That's what the next step is dealing with where he is in the line of succession. Wow. What's the inevitable conclusion of their relationship? Page of Pentacles. It's about learning and it's about selling a story. So the inevitable conclusion is that Harry needs to learn more about himself, and he needs to, they're going to have to, if Harry goes back to the family, they're going to have to make a story about why he's coming back. He has a lot of learning to do as well. This can be the student card. This could be Archie as well. Oh, how interesting. Is it Archie's place in the line of succession? The next step is about the line of succession, and the inevitable conclusion is where do Harry and Archie fall in the line of succession? The inevitable conclusion is going to be getting this hashed out, and there's no walking away from having this discussion, but it is going to be bad news because there's no healing the relationship. So I think I'm really getting this spread from Harry's point of view. He wants to know, where do I stand in the line of succession, and where does Archie stand? And that's the only way we're going to work out how I'm going to be in this family going forward. Wow. Okay. Well, what's the surprise along the way? What's that going to be about? The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. They're not going to work on this. This is not going to be resolved. It's not going to be settled. Eight of Pentacles in reverse is about not working hard. Upright, it's about you're working hard, you're mastering your craft. And in reverse, it's about you're just not willing to work hard. I think it's from both of them. No one wants to give way. No one wants to take a little step forward in any amount of compromise. The sides are so far apart. There's no way to reconcile what they're arguing about. So it's going to end up with bad news and no hope. There's no hope. There's no hope of recovery from this. The damage has been done. Wow. Okay. And what's going to be the outcome of their relationship? What's the outcome? The final outcome? Two of Pentacles in reverse. The priorities that they have are completely disrupted. Upright, the Two of Pentacles is about you're juggling priorities. You have things in mind of what you want to do, where you want to go. It can be about merging as well. So what's the inevitable outcome? Harry is not going to be allowed to capitalize on his relationship, his standing with the royal family. This is losing sponsors, losing merch, losing your priorities, not knowing what your priorities are, not following the priorities that you set for yourself. Inevitable outcome, which they can't walk away from. Harry he's not going to be allowed back. There's no place for him. There's no priority for him. There's nowhere he can fit in. And he's not going to be allowed to capitalize on his relationship with the royal family. It's bad news for him, and there's no hope of reconciling this. Wow. You know, another meaning of the Two of Pentacles too is ways of communicating with each other will not be allowed. This can be about handwriting, and this can be about letters, exchanging letters. That's not going to be permitted. The outcome of their relationship is that the communication, any written communication, it will simply not be allowed. It will never be allowed again. And they cannot walk away from that because it's always will be bad news. And there's no hope of ever recovering this idea of written communication between the two of them. Wow. My goodness. All right. Let's do a quick wrap up. So, for what was the first triggering factor for Harry and, I almost said Prince Charles, King Charles? That was the breakup of the home. The breakup, that was the first event that occurred that damaged this relationship. And what was the second event? This idea of betrayal. I believe this is actually, not only did Harry feel betrayed, but this is when Harry betrayed the family. This is the Oprah Winfrey interview. Absolutely. This was the betrayal of the Oprah that he talked about, the family in the Oprah Winfrey interview. And then what was the first event that occurred that put this all into motion? And this is Harry's addiction. His addiction with drugs and alcohol, which occurred at a very early age. I think it was when the home first broke up. And Diana saw it. And then what was the next event that occurred? And that was the Oprah Winfrey interview. Absolutely. It was a complete and total betrayal. Ooh, I'm getting goosebumps. Of Harry Harry to his family. He completely betrayed them. And then what's the true meaning of their relationship? It's all about giving and receiving. From Harry's point of view, what can you do for me? Yeah, I'll do something for you, but what can you do for me? There's no love. There's no love between the two of them. That's so interesting. And then what's the next step? The next step is, where do I fit in the line of succession? Where do I fit in? How can I must be established back. This is from Harry's point of view. I must be, my position in the line of succession must be completely and totally determined. And then what is the inevitable conclusion? Where does Archie fit in? Where does Archie fit in the line of succession? This is going to be a big discussion between the two of them. Whatever happens with their relationship, it's going to center around Harry's position and Archie's. Wow. And then what's the surprise along the way? They're not going to work hard at it. This is not going to work out. Neither one is willing to compromise. Neither one of them. And then what's going to be the conclusion? Their relationship will be completely severed. This is going to be, no written communication is going to be allowed between the two of them ever. And the priority of Harry is lost. Harry will not be a priority in the family ever again. What he wants is not important. Wow. All right. Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like and share. And if you're a subscriber, why, thank you so much. I appreciate all my subscribers. I hope you guys are really enjoying these readings. And if you're not a subscriber, well, come on, click that notification bell and the subscribe button so you won't miss any readings. Thanks so much, everyone. We have some more coming up. If you're a member, I'm going to be posting the winner of the members giveaway on my channel in the members section. That'll come later today. And if you want a chance to be part of the giveaways, every Saturday in November, we are going to have a giveaway. One of those giveaways is going to be a free reading from me. So go ahead and sign up, join the channel, and you can be included in those giveaways. Thanks so much, everyone. We'll see you again soon on Royal Tarot Readings. Bye-bye, everybody.